What's up YouTube, welcome back to another video on my channel Skotrix, and today as you can see we are back on NBA 2K21 Next Gen for another build guide video. And in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to build the best Kristaps Porzingis build in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. This build is super good all around. It has amazing finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, and physicals. It's a really good all around 7-foot power forward build, and I'm going to show you how to build it right here. But before I get into that, I just want to mention really quickly, if y'all are not subbed to my channel yet, make sure you click that subscribe button. Only about 2% of the people who watch my videos are actually subbed to my channel, so if you click that sub button right now, you can join the 2% gang. I really appreciate it. It really helps out a lot. But yeah, with all that being said, without any further ado, let's get right into the video here. Alright, so on this first screen, nothing really matters too much. The only thing that's important is you want your position to be a power forward. The hand, jersey number, name, none of that matters. You can set that up however you want. Then just go ahead and click continue. Now for the body settings right here for this build, first off for the height right here, you do want to bring this up all the way up to maximum, which is 7 foot. And I know Kristaps Porzingis in real life is about 7'2", 7'3" even, but the reason you want to make this build 7 foot is, first of all, it's the highest you can make a power forward in height. And second of all, most big men in this game compared to the NBA are only about 6'9", whereas in the NBA they're about 7 feet, the average center. So if you think about it, Kristaps Porzingis in real life is about 3 inches taller than the average center, and this build will be about 3 inches taller than the average big man in the game. So you're still going to be able to play like Porzingis with this build. 7 foot is still going to be a demigod height, and you're going to be really good right there. Trust me, 7 foot, perfect spot to be for this build right there. Then for the weight right here, you just want to bring this down 2 pounds so that your speed goes up 1. A few other things go down or up. Nothing really too important though. You just want to bring it down 2 pounds to get that 1 extra speed. This build is going to have really good all around physicals. So 243 pounds right there, perfect spot. Then for the wingspan right here, you just want to move this down 1 inch. This gives you +1 on the 3-pointer, which is good since Kristaps is a really good shooter in real life, and so is this build. And it also gets your strength back up to a 90, which is good as well. So 7'1" for the wingspan right there. Then for the body shape, this doesn't matter. You can choose whichever one you want. It doesn't affect the build in any way. All it does is change how the build looks. It won't change the badges. It won't change the attributes. For me, I'll probably just take compact because I think it's the most similar to Porzingis. But again, you can choose whichever one you want. Doesn't matter. Just personal preference. Then go ahead and click continue. Now for the attribute and badge distribution for this build, first off for the finishing right here, you're just going to want to go ahead and move the close shot up to a 60 right here. Then you want to go down to the driving dunk and max this all the way out. That will move your driving layup up a bit too. Then you want to go down to your standing dunk, max that all the way out, and then put your post control right here up to a 72, and that gives you 8 finishing badges. And as you can see, you can get a lot of the most important finishing badges all the way up to Hall of Fame. So that's good right there. 8 finishing, more than enough to go along with these really good all around finishing attributes. You're going to be an amazing finisher for sure with this build. And then you can go down to shooting right here. For the shooting, you want to max out the mid-range, 3-pointer, and then put your free throw up right here to a 78, and that will give you 19 shooting badges. And as you can see, you can get every single good shooting badge onto either gold or Hall of Fame. And also some of these shooting badges that only show as gold right now will actually be able to get up to Hall of Fame once you get above 95 overall. So keep that in mind. You're going to be a lights out shooter with this build. You're going to be amazing at shooting, especially considering you're 7 foot. You really are going to be an amazing shooter with those 19 shooting badges. So just set this up right there like this. Then you can go down to the playmaking. First off, for the playmaking, you want to move your pass accuracy up to a 70, and then you want to max out your ball handle and your speed with ball just like that, and that will give you 5 playmaking badges. And as you can see, you can get all of the important playmaking badges right there. So you're going to be good. Not a ton of badges to put all those on, but you will be good for playmaking. Trust me, you're going to be really as good as any 7-foot build can be at playmaking. You're going to have no problem with that. Then you can go down to the defense right here. First off, for the defense, you only want to move your interior defense up to a 55. That's all you need it on. All interior defense helps with this year is avoiding getting dunked on as often, or at least avoiding getting contact dunk animationed on. So really not too important, and it doesn't even help that much with that. So it's really not too important. And then you can go down to the perimeter, max that out, steal, max that out, block, max that out, and defensive rebound, max that out as well. And then you want to move your offensive rebound up right here to an 87, and that will give you 15 defense badges right here. And you can see you can get a ton of the good defense badges onto either gold or Hall of Fame. Intimidator, rim protector, rebound chaser, really all of the defense badges that you're going to need for a big man like this. And you can also get brick wall. You just got to wait till we get to the physicals for that. But now you can go down to the physicals, and you're going to want to max out speed, acceleration, strength, stamina, and then just put your vertical up right here with the remaining attributes all the way to a 47. And like I said, that will give you the ability to get brick wall all the way up to Hall of Fame. And yeah, these are the final attributes and badges for this build. You can see super good all around. There is no attribute category that is not upgraded at least a little bit on this build. So you're going to be a super good all around player with this build, and especially at 7 foot, you're going to be going crazy. Now I know this build doesn't have the most badges that you could make, but considering how good the physicals are and how good you are all around, honestly, you're going to have no problem. Badges aren't the only thing that's important. It is important, but it's not the most important thing all the time. But for this build, you do have enough badges to get everything that you need, so that's good. Once you have all your attributes and badges looking like this, you can go ahead and say continue. Now for the takeover right here, obviously some personal preference here. You can actually get the shot creator takeovers, which is kind of interesting, and you can also get the sharpshooter, rim protector, and glass cleaner takeovers. And you can really choose whichever one fits your playstyle the best. It's really up to you. I don't really recommend taking a shot creator one. I mean, you can if you want. Maybe if you want to try to take ankles with the ankle breaker one, you could, you know, it might be fun, but I would recommend taking one of these ones over here. So for me, I'm just going to go ahead and take See the Future as my primary, and as my secondary, I'll take Limitless Range just like that. But again, you can pick whichever ones fit your playstyle, whichever one fits your preferences the best, then go ahead and say yes. And as you can see right here, boom, Stretch, Glass Cleaner, shades of Tom Chambers, Anthony Davis, and Domantas Sabonis. But in my opinion, this build really does play like Kristaps Porzingis, so that is the player that I decided to compare it to. And yeah, now I will take a quick second to show you how to put on the badges. Like I said, I recommend you stick around for this. It'll only take a second, and it will show you the best badges for this build, as well as which badges that only showed as gold on the previous screen will actually be able to get up to Hall of Fame once you get above 95. So that's good. Just go ahead and confirm that. First off, for the finishing badges right here, you're just going to want to go ahead and get Posterizer onto Hall of Fame. Once you get Contact Dunks unlocked, and then with the other 4, you're going to want to go ahead and get Lob City Finisher. Before you get Contact Dunks, you don't really need Posterizer. You can maybe take something like Putback Boss or Hook Specialist if you're going to be shooting post hooks. But for me, this is the best way to set up the finishing badges for this build. So I'm going to go ahead and say yes. Now for the shooting badges right here, first off, you're going to want to go ahead and get Deep Threes onto gold, Hot Zone Hunter onto gold, Blinders onto gold, Deadeye onto gold, Catch and Shoot onto gold, and then since I took a shooting takeover, I'm going to go ahead and get Hot Shot onto Hall of Fame. If you didn't take a shooting takeover, you don't need to worry about that too much, but I did, so I'm going to get that up to Hall of Fame. And this is how I'm going to set up these shooting badges. Obviously, there's a few other good ones. Fade Ace, if you're going to be shooting post fadeaways, is good. Also, Corner Specialist, if you sit in the corner a lot, that could also be good, but this is how I'm going to set these up for right here. Boom, yes. Now for the playmaking badges, there's obviously some personal preference here, but for me, I'm going to go ahead and get Unpluckable onto bronze, Needle Threader onto bronze, Break Starter onto bronze, Bailout onto bronze, and Bullet Passer onto bronze, just like that. There are some other good badges, like maybe Dimer or Floor General if you really want to help out your teammates, but for me, having all these badges on bronze is the perfect way to set up the playmaking badges. Gives you a little bit of everything. Then you can go ahead and say yes. Now for the defense right here, first off, you're going to want to go ahead and get Box onto bronze. Then you're going to want to upgrade Brick Wall if you are going to be planning on setting screens. I'm not really planning on setting screens, so I'm going to ignore that. Instead, I'm going to get Intimidator up to Hall of Fame, Rim Protector onto gold, Rebound Chaser all the way up to Hall of Fame, and then if you took a defensive takeover like me, you're going to want to invest into Hot Stopper right here. If you didn't, you could go into Heart Crusher, Chase Down, something like that. But for me, since I did take a defensive takeover, I'm going to get Hot Stopper all the way up to gold, just like that. Pogo Stick is also a good badge, and Worm to have on bronze is also a decent badge. But for me, this is the best way to set up the badges right here for the defense, so I'm going to go ahead and say yes. And there you guys go. That is how you build the best Kristaps Porzingis build in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe to my channel if you're new. Like I said, only 2% of people who watch my videos are actually subbed to my channel. So if you click that sub button right now, you can join the 2% gang. I really appreciate it. Helps out a lot. But yeah, I guess that's it for the video. Alright, peace.